You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts J-Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm J.O.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What up?
Coach Lock in the building. What's up, Cal?
What's up?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody's week, man?
Colder.
Cold. Cold out there. It's cold.
It's cold.
With
warm too.
Yeah.
Put a coat on outside.
Sure.
Snow.
Ice. Snow last night. Yeah.
Good snow. Yeah.
Good snow. Yeah, for sure. What about you, Weezy? How was everything with you, buddy?
Oh, yeah, man, my week's pretty good, man.
Yeah, you had a good week, didn't you, buddy?
Good week.
There we go.
Good week.
Yeah. Yeah. Episode 254 of the Full Sport Press podcast. Weezy, what we got up on the show today?
Today we're...
You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one.
I'm picking the 2018-19
Yeah.
Go ahead,
NBA All-Star team.
FSP style.
FSP style. Always. FSP style.
Better damn know it.
Yeah. You better damn believe it.
You better damn believe it. Let's kick it off, man. Best of the week. What's your best of the week, Weezy?
My best of the week was, man, I had a niece born this week. Man.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Baby girl, man.
Baby girl.
Shout out to my brother, man, had his first little girl.
Yeah.
7 pounds,
8 ounces.
8 ounces.
Mhm.
It's all right.
Marley Rose, man.
Marley Rose. Shout out to him, man. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
Big deal, man.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Big deal.
Yeah, most definitely. What about you, Jeff?
Best of the week, man, in college basketball this past couple of days. It's been amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody can get it.
Yeah, for sure. Super
But
balls.
anybody can get it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Anybody can take an L,
Yeah.
for sure. What about you, Coach?
Man, just being here, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's always good to be back.
Yeah, nah, most definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely. My best of the week was Boogie Cousins returning to basketball activities almost a year to the day after tearing his Achilles. He returned at 14 points, fouled out of the game.
Of course.
Yeah, you better foul out,
Right,
right?
you gotta find
You
out.
got to use all five. Or all six.
All
five.
6 of them 5.
Yeah, for sure.
You know the game was out of hand, though.
For sure. Huge accomplishment to see him playing after that Achilles tear.
Mhm.
He was just excited about dunking,
Oh,
just being out there. And it looks as if he's going to be a for real stretch five.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's going to be
Scary.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
That's going to be scary.
Yeah,
for sure.
pretty scary.
They're,
for
they're
sure.
really going to be unbeatable come
Oh, man.
June, May.
Once
It's
he
gonna be
gets in the
nice.
shade.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah,
You can't
most
suppress them.
definitely.
Yeah.
What about your worst of the week, Weezy?
My worst of the week is Adrian Broner, man. You can't talk shit if you don't win, man.
That was
And I'm done with him.
Big boy.
It took you now to be done with it?
No, I've been done with him, but I didn't
Really
even.
done.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that shit last night. But still, I got up and seen it on Twitter this morning. You can't talk shit like that if you don't win.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's trying to do his Floyd thing, but Floyd won.
Right.
Yeah.
He be talking shit
Yeah.
immediately after he get drugged. though.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it looked as if he was just trying to get that 2.5. He only threw 8 punches
A couple
Around.
around.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
crazy.
dude, man, he threw what, 300 punches the
Yeah.
whole damn
It was
fight?
stupid.
Man whooped his ass.
Yeah. It was dumb.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, real quick. We don't want to stay on this long. He looked at Manny versus Floyd and thought that's what Manny is in 2019.
Mhm.
No, Manny had a hurt shoulder in that fight. We all know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Not saying it would look any different if he fought Floyd, because
Yeah.
Floyd's a defensive master, so I don't want
Right.
that fight. Please, God, don't do that fight again.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know they talking about, please don't do that fight
Let
again.
it go.
Let it go. But AB thought that's what Manny looked like. He could take, no, dude. You got work last night.
Yeah,
You can't even afraid to let your hands go like you always do when you step up in
Mhm.
competition. And you talk about, oh man, I won. The hood know I won. No, we don't.
No, we
do.
We did not know you lost.
Let
that.
the hood down.
Let us down.
Let the hood down.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Jim Gray handled himself good in that.
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Why you gonna tell Jim Gray I'll be 7-0
Of course,
against
yeah,
you?
you beat 7-0 against 90%
better,
of the
right?
world.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I know come out from the hood, get him.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know. He's a trained professional,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
he just he has a ceiling. He
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
ceiling. He clearly has a ceiling when he steps up in competition. All 4 of his losses and one of his draws that shouldn't have been a draw, should have been a loss for
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
have been against higher competition. So we know what he is.
Yeah. Damn. Is he done? Ain't he done?
He's 29 years old, so he's going to do that step back, fight lesser competition, win an insignificant belt, and get
Right.
another title shot in a year or two if he
And
doesn't
lose
go to jail and lose again.
Mhm.
He
He
gotta
gonna
step
go to jail.
and find himself, man. Like,
That's what I'm telling you what's going on. He's going to step back, fight 2 or 3 people who are of lesser talent,
Mhm.
win a lesser belt. Like Manny, what's the same blueprint Manny just took.
Yep.
Get a lesser belt, come back, and lose again to somebody more talented.
He,
Like
just,
he always-
he needed that 2.5. Just like Manny needed that 10 million he got.
It's true,
Yeah.
but come on,
Yeah,
you can't walk out with that kind of
Right.
start, with that
Like,
with
come
that
on,
entrance.
right. Oh my God. Entrance.
It was a lot. It was
It's
a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah. Well, who was he having? Was it G
G-Herbo.
Herbo? G Herbo forgot his words.
Right.
He
wasn't rapping.
They played him on the track.
Yeah.
Like he was just on the track.
Like, come on, man, that was terrible.
But he had a mic. G Herbo
Right, he had a mic.
and he just refused to use it.
That was terrible. That was awful.
It's typical G Herbo. So what about you, Jeff? What's your worst of the week?
My actual worst was the interview after the fight, so we covered it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
My worst of the week were the teens that taunted the Native American granddad. I know this is a sports show. This is gonna be
this is
dumb
right.
quick,
Yeah.
but the MAGA hat is the equivalent of the white hood worn by the KKK of our generation. Shit is whack, and anybody that's wearing that shit, I ain't even gonna say it. But yeah, no, for sure. World be a better place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Big
can't do
Draco.
that.
Yeah,
For
for sure.
sure.
Big Draco.
Whew.
sure.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just go ahead and search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee and them extra each and every Wednesday. This week's episode is the hottest rappers under 25.
Right.
You guys check that out.
Did, man. Shout out to the guys at the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast.
Definitely.
Tried to steal our Tell a Friend.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that. And I saw that. Heard it.
Yeah. They need their own shit.
Oh.
Let me see. Hottest rappers under 25. Anybody got a dog in this fight?
I agree with Spike Lee.
Okay.
I think Kodak is going to give us a classic before it's all said and done.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Yeah.
Hold that.
But here's why I say it.
Right.
Do you think Trick Daddy has a classic?
No.
Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
it's a different
Yeah,
conversation.
but if you feel like Trick Daddy is giving
classic
classic,
songs.
okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
So if you think Trick Daddy has that type of stuff, you think Plies has a classic song. He's a third generation of that.
He is.
Yeah, so I think
I agree
give us
100%
that.
with that.
Yeah.
Kodak,
Yeah.
man, I think Lil Baby do it for Kodak will.
Not a classic album.
No, a song.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people got classic
Yeah.
songs, though.
yeah.
I don't think none of them do a classic album.
I think Kodak give you one. If you listen to Kodak album right now, I think if he took 6 songs off of that,
Yeah.
you'll look at it real different.
Hip hop under 25 is a scary place to be.
Oh man!
So we're banking on Lil Babies.
But this the thing, though.
Gunners.
Is that more so get off my line?
I don't think so.
I think it is, Coach.
Because if you ask somebody 25 or younger, they will argue up and down that
That's
one of
good.
them has a classic album.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
him extra argued that Gunna had a classic mixtape.
Yeah,
Mhm.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just Atlanta.
Would you trade your generation of hip hop for any other
Nope.
generation?
I would.
Ooh.
I would
Oh,
change it
yeah.
for the generation right before.
Right
I thought
before.
you
Like
was
Tribe
gonna say
Called Quest.
Really?
All that. That was a
That-
great generation.
To be outside,
Big,
to really
yeah.
be outside in the club when Big and Pac was really out, I
Yeah.
would love it.
Man,
I ain't
sure.
giving up T.I. Wayne, Drake, and all them.
Yeah, give me.
Okay.
It's just
You know,
Big
you know why I
times,
think
all that.
you know why I
But
think y'all
I
say that
respect
though?
that.
It's because you were not there. Like
Yeah.
I feel like
you can't
if
miss
if you were in there when you would say
Right.
the same thing.
I don't know. I think it goes along with Freaknik and everything that goes along
Yeah.
with that generation.
Yeah.
It's just
That generation was the foundation.
they had a really good
To
time.
be outside when Ryan Dirty came out,
Come on, man. It's
yeah,
like
that'd been
time.
different.
We just
Yeah.
gave y'all a show, man. Send that check to us.
To go
Check
to
to
go to a house party and not have to worry.
All that,
Like,
everything.
you can't do that now.
Like, dude, can you imagine if Freaknik was to happen in the year 2018?
It'd be a lot of
Oh my goodness.
It'd be nuts.
It'd be crazy.
It'd be nuts. Can you
Yeah.
imagine the stuff that
Nothing.
it'd be the
Sit
stuff,
down, sit down,
yeah,
dude.
I mean,
Sit
the
down.
stuff that Big, Pac,
Yeah,
LL Cool J
Yeah.
all did.
yeah.
If they had social media, it'd be a totally different.
Picture, hit him up on Twitter.
Man, come on, dude. That's right. The Ladies Room podcast, man. Check out Rizzo and Anne Marie to find what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. You can catch up on past episodes and follow the Ladies Room podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Lot.
ladies, you look good.
In high
Shout out
depth.
to the ladies.
Shout
Yeah.
out to the ladies, dog. Fresh for Numbers, man. Me and my dog Animal Brown, the Self-Help Fashion Podcast, directly related to improving everyday fashion. Our latest issue is up right now, issue 38, directly for the culture. Follow show IG page at Fresh for Dummies. Wear your kicks and cop responsible.
That's a good episode.
For sure, you guys into any of the trends that's trending towards 2019 overalls.
I'm a man
Cool.
of a, as you say, I'm a
Mhm.
man of a certain age.
For sure, you're not wearing
I can't
overalls.
wear
What about pants a little higher, showing your socks?
my dress.
Cuffed.
But
Yeah. Maybe not.
I got the dad sock thing.
Dad socks, for sure.
So we had to burn all of our ankle socks.
Yeah, no, for sure. If you still wearing ankle socks, dead ass, Stop.
Nah, I've been doing the dance. I think they need to throw me some bread on that for real, Big Draco style, for real.
Wait.
I've been doing that, Jack.
Been
You used to
doing
get on here. Why you wearing long ass socks?
They were tube socks. They
Nah,
had swoosh
don't
or
do
nothing
it.
on them. They were just white.
Just
white.
Everybody's always
That was white.
I always had a swoosh. I always had a swoosh.
That was white Walmart socks.
Jay.
I'm just saying.
Jay.
Hey, shout out to the people who wearing the white Walmart socks.
Yeah,
we feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what he was wearing.
Yeah,
No
right.
disrespect.
Right.
What?
Right.
I ain't never had no Walmart socks. I ain't gonna do that because shout out to Walmart.
Yeah, shout out to Walmart.
Yeah.
Why want to save your life? You go
That's
on a
right,
trip.
that's
and
right.
forget
I ain't got no
something.
problem with Walmart.
Yeah, you forget something on the trip.
But
Let's talk
I
about
wear the swoosh
Walmart.
with socks, but I ain't have no problem with Walmart.
Okay. All right.
I know where I get my socks from.
Hey, there y'all go. We having a good show.
Why are you looking at me so serious?
Oh,
huh?
Here we go.
It is.
I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it live.
You can read up on your favorite FSP co-host. All right. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on past episodes from the shows we just mentioned and much, much more. How do you do that, you ask, Weezy? Just simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. OMG!
RMG, most definitely. Jeff, you got 10 good wrestling seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it.
So whether you believe that the AEW All Elite Wrestling is pushing WWE or you feel like the WWE UK event changed the game, as some people say, whatever's happening, the WWE called an audible last week. The main event for the Royal Rumble out of nowhere was switched from Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman to Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. Also, they debuted the WWE Women's Tag Team Division and a couple other changes to the mid-card. Oh, I'm sorry, the Tag Team Division is going to debut at the Elimination Chamber in February and change to the mid-card. So somebody's putting pressure somewhere.
Sure.
And it's making wrestling a lot better.
Yeah.
So appreciate that. How everything is happening, we should be up for a good year in 2019.
Shout out to wrestling in 2019. The NBA is turning into wrestling in 2019.
Question, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
What's his name? Finn? Is it?
Finn Balor.
That's the dude that comes out as a
Demon.
Okay, yeah. Because my coworker, he's really into wrestling. Like he's really he really watches it now. Like he was showing me,
The Demon.
like he paints all
Yeah,
these
he's
different
wild.
things.
Yeah, he's wild.
Hey, the paints be killing them.
Yeah, he's cold blooded.
And he had his saying on why they did that.
Yeah.
Because he was talking to me. He knows I don't watch wrestling, but he just showing me. He was saying the reason they doing that is because whenever the Demon fights, he's undefeated. So this is how they going to get Brock out of there because he's finna go back to UFC.
Can't say it better, Coach. That's perfectly right. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Shout out to my coworker.
That's exactly what's going to happen, Coach.
That's why I'm not gonna watch it. You gotta watch it.
That is 10 good wrestling
That is
seconds.
perfectly
With
how it's going to happen.
With the new duo, Coach Locke and Jeff.
So Jeff say that who you got to say?
Yeah, pick Finn. Pick Finn.
You're damn right.
If he's going as a demon, he's not going to lose.
You're not losing.
Not at all.
Sure. In case you missed it, Weezy, I got you, man. Former NFL player and Tennessee Titan Tony Beckham put the beats on the man after catching him outside his 14-year-old daughter's window. You know, Tony Beckham told Palm County sheriff's officers after walking to his car on Monday, he saw a man with his hands in his pants, which were down, and his daughter had just gotten out of the shower and was getting dressed. So Beckham chased him, tackled the man, and he was bloodied and bruised when the police arrived. Beckham said, and I quote, "I called him, we just had a good conversation, and he's never going to do that on this side of town again." Now, the guy told the actual police officers, listen to this, that his car broken down, and he was waiting in the bushes for it to cool down. He refused to say where the vehicle was, but he was waiting on his car to cool down. The 48-year-old was charged with lewd and lascivious exhibition of himself and everything related to that. So, shout out to Tony Beckham.
Tony Beckham.
Shout out to you.
My kind of guy.
My kind of guy.
Waiting in the bushes, though.
Yeah.
Waiting in the bushes.
You won't make no bush no more.
Have y'all seen his face? I gotta show y'all a picture of his face. Beat the hell out of that, man.
That's how you do it, Mr. Beckham.
I just don't even know if he would be alive. I think I would go ahead and take the next step, and I'd have killed him because you can't be in. It's my daughter.
14.
My 14-year-old daughter. I don't give a damn if she was 42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
My
for
daughter.
you, but that's
Yeah.
in my house. You gotta die.
Oh man,
Like how you handle that as Mr. Beckham. That's
Woo.
how you do it.
for sure. The world be a better place, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, especially people that have these kids.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Yeah. And then tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
about that Full Sport Press podcast, and the revolution will be podcasted. Before we get started with the first half, Weezy, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient for the week?
I got 2 of them this week.
Okay, let's hear it.
One of them is the 72-year-old grandma
Mm-hmm.
and her 17-year-old husband.
That's right, Weezy. A grandmother who found love with a teenager 53 years younger than her.
House, wait.
Almeda and Gary Hardwick were married in 2016, 2 weeks after meeting listen to this, they met at her son's funeral.
Oh, come on.
Now,
Take
after
me
marrying, the pair moved into Almeda's house with one of her grandsons, who is 3 years older than her new husband. And the couple had sex for their first time.
Nah, Jay. Nah, Jay. Nah, Jay.
The couple had sex for the first time on their wedding night and previously described each other as wonderful lovers. Since their wedding in October 2016, Gary's had their names tattooed across his chest. Yeah.
Man, he might need that white box of corn. For real. He might need that white box of corn.
Who are his friends? Like, who are his parents? Like,
Dog.
That's disgusting.
Hey, do you guys want to know the silver line?
No.
No, not really.
Listen, okay, go ahead. We
the
here now.
Nah, the listeners want to
Cameraman said I should do it.
We're here.
The listeners want
We're
to know.
here. Do it.
Granny ain't got teeth.
Let's go. All right, man. Here, let's twist with your questions.
Y'all ready to start the first half?
Yeah.
The first half is underway.
First half, man, how the sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast, where we start. I'm Jay Ho.
I'm Weezy. What's poppin'?
It's your man, Coach Lock.
Coach, where can they find you on social media, buddy?
Man, Lock_the_great on all social media. It's THA.
Yeah, THA.
Gotta have
THA.
Yeah.
Damn, Coach. Duh.
I'm at How Easy. I'm just gonna say underscore. I'm at How Easy on Twitter and FSP Weezy on IG.
Sure. We here, Jeff.
Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
And I'm Jay Ho, man, Instagram and Twitter. Again, as we start the first half, I'd like to apologize to the grandmothers from our intro.
Sheesh.
Cameraman tried, but you know, got silver lining.
I'm telling you,
Move on, Jay.
the listeners will send us. They're gonna say, "What was the silver line?"
Yeah.
They want to know.
Silver line. Sure.
Oh, is the kingdom open?
So the kingdom is.
We're fully in 2019.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
TBD. TBD. Let's kick the first half off with some college football talk. Now, college football's off season now being dominated by the transfer portal.
I love it.
Did you guys know anything about the transfer portal prior to this year?
No, sir.
No,
I had no clue.
not no portal.
Yeah. October 18th,
Yeah.
2018, athletes were allowed to enter a transfer portal. So we
Free
talked
agents.
about this. They're basically free agents, right?
Yeah.
It's the Wild Wild West. Is
Yeah,
what they
there's a
call
lot
it.
going on.
Oh my God. So let's do a timeline. The college football world would look totally different if it wasn't for the 2017 national title game with Hurts and Tagovailoa coming in and taking the whole Tua mania. Because Tua was going to transfer if it wasn't for Jalen Hurts playing the way that he played. He was already contacted schools. He was ready to transfer. But in turn, Tagovailoa decided to stay, becoming the player that he was, turned Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. So now he's in the transfer portal. He leaves, goes to Oklahoma.
Okay.
Here's the second domino. Jake Fromm. He beat out 2 5-star quarterbacks. We forget about Weezy's boy, Jacob Eason, that was there. He's going to Washington next year. That was the first splash. And he comes in to beat Justin Fields. So here's the question I have for you. And also, we go to Ohio State.
There we go.
Tate Martell.
Right.
So JT Barrett is there. He says, okay, I'm the best quarterback in Ohio State history.
Yeah.
Come behind him, Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
Tate Martell's like, I'm dipping.
I'm out.
He got to go.
Yeah.
So here's the question. Playing which QB will have the biggest year in 2019? Tate Martell, Justin Fields, Jacob Eason, or Jalen Hurts?
Jacob Eason's gonna be really good at Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Does he have any weapons though?
That's the question.
And that's
That
why-
coach can get some.
To scheme him up.
Yeah, that
Scheme
coach,
think so?
that coach can get some players.
Yeah, he got the
He gets
defense
players.
is really good, too.
I think it's going to be Fields just because Ohio State always have weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit and wait.
They're returning some guys.
Yeah, they have those players coming back.
Yeah.
So with that being said, because Tate is going to be great in Miami.
Hell yeah.
He is, but
Hell yeah.
I don't know if he has the weapons. And it's gonna they got a coaching
I don't know too
change
much
because
about
Rick
Tate.
retired,
Yeah.
so that's gonna lose some commitments.
Yeah.
So I think Fields.
Manny Diaz is doing a great job, man. My bad, Jeff, to cut you off. But you look at with Tate, the way that he was supposed to be a starting quarterback. Me and Jeff talked about this last week. He was supposed to be the starting quarterback in 2018. The reason I think that he won that that Dwayne Haskins won that starting job is because he actually redshirted. If Tate Martell doesn't redshirt his freshman year, Dwayne Haskins is in a situation where he has to fight for the backup role.
Right.
In that backup role, Dwayne Haskins feels some type of, I don't know, he just started to play in practice and turned into a 50 touchdown season.
Right.
He's going to be the top quarterback taken, man.
1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know, but this Miami thing, because Bubba Bolden,
Yep.
and there's another defensive player. No, it's a tight end that's already there.
And one is transferring in
Right.
with them.
Yeah.
They played together in high school.
They all played together, Bishop Gorman.
Yeah.
They're going to get Miami. Dude, listen, Miami has brought back the turnover chain, the original one, brought back the defensive coordinator, bringing in Tate Martell, another 5-star player. I think Tate Martell will have the biggest year out of those 4 people.
I think it's going to be Hurst.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's my guy.
That's your guy.
It's my
That's
guy.
your guy.
I'm going to say it's my guy. Only because he said that year, because he stayed in Alabama to say he wanted to learn how to be a better quarterback.
For sure.
Okay, cool. Now go prove it.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity to go prove it.
That's it.
So let's go see what you got, young man.
You're going to be in a good system.
Yeah.
Great system.
Because
It is decent. It's the system.
It's
It is
2
the
for 2.
system. It's 2 for 2.
Same
It is the
situation. 2
system.
for 2 in the same
It is
situation.
the
I would say if you can't score in the Big 12 where there's no defense,
Yeah.
nah.
And you're a veteran considering for
Yeah.
college in a college landscape. So
Yeah. Okay, Jeff. So Spencer Rattler
Okay.
is the number 1 quarterback in the country.
Right.
He's going to Oklahoma next year.
Right.
Jalen Hurts will be there. Is it a situation, do you think, where he will redshirt, or will he just be the backup quarterback there?
I think he'll be just a backup.
Mhm.
Because you think about it, I hope it doesn't happen, knock on
Yeah.
wood. I mean, Jalen's going to be an athlete at certain times. He's going to take out a run. He might,
Yeah.
he might miss a game or 2.
Yeah.
And get the kid out there, get some experience.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's going to be the guy in the future anyway. Jalen's only got 1 year.
But you remember that 4-game thing in college football is big time now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts might get on the roll, and you know what? We'll try you 4 games, and then he'll sit down.
I just think it hurts you if you don't get the experience because, I mean, I know you want to be able to transfer,
Right.
but if you're going to be the guy, you want to come in and play as quick as you can. So,
If Tate Martell is eligible,
that's the
he's
big question.
that is the question.
Yeah.
Him, and also we don't even know Justin Fields.
We don't
is
know
gonna
for
be
sure.
eligible. So
We barely know what the hell the transfer portal is.
I don't really know what the hell But the cool thing about it is if you it's not really a cool thing.
Yeah.
So you put yourself in the transfer portal, right?
Okay.
You're still enrolled at the school.
Yeah.
That school has the power to take away your scholarship.
Yeah.
So in turn, if you want to come back, it might not be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another quarterback, this may be my own bias, and Coach
Okay.
might want to speak to this too, but Justin Blackman.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
He's entered into the transfer
That's
portal
true.
as well, too.
That's
And I
true.
think he's a solid quarterback, and he can help a team out, help a school out for real.
It's
Khalil
your
Tate.
quarterback.
Yeah, that's definitely with my quarterback.
Khalil Tate is in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about Khalil Tate.
Yeah.
He said for a Heisman, did he not?
Yeah.
Said for a
No,
Heisman.
he didn't say that.
He didn't say.
He didn't say that.
He
You
thought
said
it was.
you were campaigning for
I
him
was
to say.
campaigning, but he didn't. He should have.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
That was smart for Blackman to transfer because he's not going to play over.
No, he's
Francois.
not.
He's
Yeah.
not. So
And
he might as well go
once
back.
Francois announced he was coming back,
Yeah.
he had to get it.
Vandy got a transfer kid.
Oh,
Quarterback.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure. He did.
All right, man. Well, I don't know. Still don't know what the transfer portal is, but
Yeah.
it's very interesting, though.
Right, it is.
Let's move on to the NBA. And something I brought up last week that just seems to keep on taking up news headlines. All right, so prosecutors in Turkey are seeking an international arrest warrant for New York Knicks forward Enes Kanter in connection to a 2016 co-op that nearly removed the Turkish president Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
From power. According to the Wall Street Journal, the Turkish prosecutors allege that Kanter is part of a terrorist organization headed by Fethullah Gulen.
Shit.
Dang.
I've been working on these.
Yeah, for sure.
Got my hands up.
Yeah.
And claimed that the group incited the failed 2016 co-op. Kanter has said that he's a follower of Gulen. That doesn't help him. But both he and Gulen, who now live in Pennsylvania, have denied any involvement in the co-op. This story
Hey, it's getting wild.
Yeah.
better stay
Deeper
in the
in.
US.
I'm telling you,
Now-
that's why he said he going or what?
The Knicks played Monday
Mm-hmm.
in London.
Yeah.
Cantor, obviously.
Hell no. Stayed at the
Yeah,
crib.
stayed at the crib.
Like I said.
How's this gonna play out, guys?
I don't know. He's had a rough year, man.
Yeah.
Took his starting position twice.
Yeah.
Been in the transfer portal a couple of times. Subject to a lot of trade speculation
Yeah,
for
a
sure.
lot of trade speculation.
Why they want his head so much?
He's a great Twitter follow, by the way.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's nuts.
What did he do?
You gotta speak to Mike, can you?
What did he do?
Right.
Why they want his head?
He's basically speaking out against the Turkish government
That's it.
and calling them corrupt and for his people. His father, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
was one of the people who started that movement, and he's kind of following in on it as well.
Even
Yeah.
Adam Silver came out and said he was very worried
Yeah.
about Enes Kanter. People are even speaking of a assassination
Right.
against Enes. So,
And the
they're
Turkish officials even preparing like extradition requests and everything.
trying to get him.
They trying to get that.
They're trying to get to him.
This is big. Like
Yeah.
people don't talk about it a lot because he's not speaking out against the U.S. government, so we really don't care. But dude is really putting a lot on the line. Yes, this is way bigger than
Keep
way
your eyes
bigger.
open. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, hands up, man.
That ain't bigger than Nino Brown.
Yes,
For real.
yes, sir.
And he said the only thing that he terrorizes are rims.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
You better hope so.
he's a great Twitter
Great
follow.
Twitter follow.
If you ever can follow somebody,
Troll.
follow, yeah.
He's a basketball
God.
troll.
Oh my God,
Sure.
worse than Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, for sure. Let's talk some NFL football, man. We all know that Antonio Brown is a burner on the field, but does he have a burner account on his phone? Now, the big league noticed that one account in particular is feverishly defending Antonio Brown at every chance that they can get on Twitter. Just started this month. First question I have for you guys: does AB have a burner account?
Most definitely.
For sure.
He a diva, man.
He
Think so.
definitely has
He
a
a
burn.
diva.
Here's the thing about the actual account. If you guys have some time, go check it out. I think it's a little too coherent for Brown.
Okay.
He's all over the place, and this is very, very meticulous. Not AB at all.
Okay.
I just think that maybe he has somebody else speaking on his behalf,
Mhm.
maybe a friend, maybe a trainer, something of that nature. But I just don't necessarily think that that's AB running that account now. Emmanuel Sanders and Bruce Arians came out and said that he was basically what we said. It has too much diva in his personality, end quote. AB went at Bruce Arians, said, "You didn't draft me." Said, and he said Emmanuel Sanders, they both got drafted the same year.
Right.
I'm a way better football player than you. Shouldn't even speak my name.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown's due to make $17 million a year. Number one on his list is me and Locks, San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
I would love to have him.
Let's go.
A diva and all. We're used to diva
Yeah.
wide receivers.
Yeah, right. A few.
We have a great quarterback
Yes,
by the
sir.
name of Jimmy
Proven.
Garoppolo.
Jimmy
He's
G.
very proven.
He's proven.
Yeah, he dated a porn star. That's proven.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sure.
that proves it.
Yeah,
He wins on and off the field.
Yeah, for sure. Will AB be traded from the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Well, he's removed Pittsburgh from his Twitter bio.
Yeah, he did.
He's out there.
Yeah. So
He wants to be. He
Yeah,
wants to be
exactly.
traded.
Yeah.
But as he can see, as y'all can see, Pittsburgh plays hardball. They
Yeah.
play
They do.
hardball.
They don't
They
care.
do. They don't care.
I mean, we're gonna see if they ruin Le'Veon Bell's career this year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
We're gonna see.
okay.
Yeah.
So he's playing with a team that plays hardball.
no, no, you paying chicken with a
Yeah,
Mack truck.
They play with a team with a Mack truck, for real.
Sure. And the thing is with him, I think AB will be traded by March once the trades start picking up around draft time, and they're gonna start fresh with the serial rapist Ben Roethlisberger
Yeah.
and Juju.
I feel like there's a team with a young quarterback,
Okay.
cold weather.
Yeah, AB ain't going there.
I mean, he's used to cold weather in
He's
Pittsburgh.
going there, bro.
I mean, we got
I hate that.
young QB. He
He-
got a lot of space.
Hey Jeff,
Yeah.
He tired of that.
greatest fans in the world.
best things happening in Buffalo right now is Brazil, dog. That's it. Conway,
Conway machine.
Machine,
Westside
Gun. That's the only thing. Benny, that's the only thing that's popping in Buffalo.
You don't think
So, no.
He tired of that cold
I'm
weather.
just saying, man.
Come on to the sunshine.
Sunshine.
Him and
Yeah,
Zay
sunshine.
Jones.
Right?
Oh,
That's
man.
one of the this shit
I
right.
can't believe I
Yeah,
just
for sure.
said.
Right.
Anywho, let's move on to Weezy's guy.
This is Weezy's guy.
Yes,
You
you
got a
may.
new guy. This is your guy. It's your basketball guy.
Yes,
man.
your guy.
This is
Yeah,
your
this your
guy.
guy.
This is your guy.
All right, so the Carmelo Anthony deal didn't work. CP3 is taking his yearly injury time off.
What you do?
Clint Capella was banged up a little bit. So James Harden decided to save the Houston Rockets season all by himself. Harden is currently on a streak of 19 games with at least 30 points or more. I'm sure we're going to break down the shooting percentages and the free throw attempts. But is this the greatest one-man performance of our lifetime?
No,
In
I
the
think
season.
no. Russell Westbrook's first triple double shit. That's a run.
And you timestamped that, cameraman. You timestamped that.
Yeah.
He said that. He
Yeah,
said
no,
that.
for sure.
I'm just saying
We're
you said it. You said
just
it.
looking at raw stats.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm cool.
hey,
You
that's
said,
a run.
he said it. He said it.
We're talking about runs. No, for sure, that's a run.
Hey, man, that just might be the best moment.
Yeah.
Stop being on the show.
Yeah, no, for sure. To average a triple double, that's hard as hell to go out there and try.
Wait, what? What? Who is this I'm talking to? What's
That
Who is
is-
this?
I ain't never said it was.
You have a fever?
Dude.
Listen, that's good. I'm here for this. To his defense, but I understand exactly where you were coming from.
Yeah.
He's never said it wasn't hard to do.
Yeah, I just think.
He was doing it with terrible percentages. He was forcing.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all.
No, nah, but what he's doing is stupid shit. The Rockets needed this, dog.
Yeah, what's this?
Just like OKC needed those triple doubles.
Yeah.
This
Sinking
is
ship.
the sinking ship. This should be sinking.
It was sinking.
Now, notice what you just said was a
Right.
key. The Rockets needed him to do this.
They did for sure.
So he ain't out there just shooting because he can.
Nah,
He's
I mean,
shooting to keep. He's
He
winning
has
games.
to.
He has to do this.
Yeah.
Is the thing. It's not sustainable, and it
I don't give a
happens.
damn if it's sustainable.
Oh shit.
No, I don't give a damn if it's sustainable. Why should we care about that? We just enjoy what he's
We're
doing.
just enjoying the streak, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, and that's why I talk about wrestling, because the WWE is entertainment.
Right.
We are entertained by the likes of Russell Westbrook averaging a triple double, James Harden going out here
58,
50s, 60s,
57.
might have 80 by the end of the
48
year.
last night.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but the way that we're entertained, we're not looking at how it's hurting the team. He's holding the ball more than anybody in NBA history.
Yes, true.
It's not a situation where it's conducive, because we saw him play in the playoffs, game 6 and 7. He was on E.
So-
He was what, 6 for?
Yeah.
He was 6 for 36.
But he has to do that right
For
now.
sure.
Because that's how he scores.
Yep.
If he's not doing this, if he's not putting up these 40, 50s, they're losing.
And that's
So they
my argument right
they're
there.
gonna have
I'm
a
done.
chance. At least right now with him
Right.
doing this, he's gonna gas out. I agree, 100%.
I think we all.
But
Yeah.
by the time he starts to gas out, he's banking on that. Hopefully, CP will be back, Capella will be back,
Sure.
and they can take some of the pressure off him, and they will still
Good
have a
point.
chance to
Yeah.
make the playoffs.
All I'm saying is there's
That's
no
my
reason
argument.
for him to shoot 15 threes a game. That's insane.
That's
and
I can't say that.
In 2019, it's not as
It's-
insane as it used
They're
to be.
not.
It's not.
Sounds
a lot of
great.
people shoot like 3.
I mean, but
not,
like
not making
15
them.
is a lie.
When you go 1 for 17,
And 5 for
but
15.
Once you
yeah,
get to
he plays-
12,
he plays for D'Antoni.
I don't care. Once you get to 12, you like to shoot free throws. Quit shooting threes. Just go get free throws.
Just
Yeah,
go
but
to the line.
D'Antoni doesn't care. If your coach doesn't care, let him do it.
No, his coach definitely don't care.
Did
It
they,
keeps-
did they win that game?
Last night.
No. When he went 1 for 17 for 3,
they
they
lost
won that
to
game.
Orlando.
They lost.
Yeah.
If you go 1 for 12 and those other 5 shots you go to the rack and you make free throws,
Might win
you
that
might
game.
win that game.
Might win that game.
Coach, that's true. But if you're in the locker room and your coach, you know, if he had says nothing to you about shooting 83s,
Right.
I mean, you just gonna keep shooting it.
I'm not.
You're
I
not.
know we need to move on, but
Yeah.
is D'Antoni one of the biggest frauds?
Oh, his biggest fraud, yeah.
Because
NBA
he's clearly
history.
not. He's not
He's
doing.
who we thought he is.
Nah,
Yeah, but like
he's
this
a
year,
fraud, though. That don't make him not a fraud.
the second half of last year
Mm-hmm.
and this year, he's literally just saying, "Roll the ball. Go
Right.
ahead,
Yeah,
James.
sure.
Go ahead, James. Do what you got to do."
Nah, for sure.
Second half of last year,
And you
and
got
this-
to. You got to right now.
Okay, but Austin Rivers is a shooter.
Right.
Right.
You can scheme up some shots, some open shots for Austin Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You can scheme up some shots from Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
He could have just said, "James, whatever the hell you want
What
to
do you
do,
want to
Do it.
just do it."
Dude, because we literally have to
Yeah.
win these games. I think they're 5th, maybe 4th in the West right now.
Now, the point I'm gonna make is like, now if it's a Larry Brown situation where it's Iverson and we don't want Eric McKee and
Right.
Eric Snow shooting the ball all the time, I totally understand that.
Right.
But at this point, I think he has some players on that team we
Yes.
can work around.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, everybody's hurt.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
how you said, Eric Gordon has been hurt for the last 2
True.
weeks. He comes back
Yeah.
the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Got Clint, who
Yeah.
was most improved player nominated. He
Yeah.
might have won that shit last year.
Mhm.
Then you have CP, who CP is CP, right?
Yeah.
So he is also the biggest star on the team. Dude, I would say maybe 40% of your offense right
That's a
there.
lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, and he's playing in the NBA, y'all. He's doing it against other professional players. They don't like it. Stop it.
What?
You can't stop it.
You
Yeah,
can't
you
stop
can't
when you take 5 steps.
Yeah, and you can't stop it when you can average, and saying you got an average of 30 shots a game? You averaging 30 attempts, dog. That's a lot, dog. That's a lot.
I've seen Kawhi guard him. I've seen Jimmy Butler guard him.
I don't give a damn how good your defense is. If man can literally travel whenever he makes his best move, this is his go-to move.
He does travel every time.
A lot of the times he does.
But they've been not calling that, coach.
Shit, they call it on Steph.
They definitely call it. And that's who we need to talk about.
He killing it right now, too.
He's playing out of his fucking
But he ain't scoring 58.
He doesn't need to.
He can't.
He's only one basketball.
If he want to run, Steve can let him go too.
Dude, he's only shooting 19.
He has he got super what?
Super duper.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why he won't go for 50
exactly.
runs like that.
But if he's only shooting 18 shots a game and still averaging 30 points a game,
that's
efficient.
It's very efficient.
Very efficient, dog.
But to what Weezy's point, not to tell this too much longer. Yeah, that sounds great, but he doesn't have to do what James Harden has to do every night.
Not every night, for sure. He gets to take off a couple of nights, but he hadn't taken off any.
Like if Steph's shot is off, go ahead, Clay. Go ahead, Katie.
Hey,
DeMarcus is here too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just don't want people to downplay it. It's like, oh, he taking out one shot. Don't downplay it.
No, nobody's downplaying. It's on the front of everything. It's on the front of everything. Nobody's downplaying.
Yeah, people downplay it. People in chat downplay
like
it.
you like to say, Weezy, you have to still make the shots.
Right.
Everybody can't do that.
Yeah, sure.
There's some teams out there that have nobody. They have one player that they not getting these 50s.
Looking at you, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Before we get started with halftime, let's talk some middle school football. Brian Marshall played running back at Northwestern 20 years ago. Now Marshall's 13-year-old son, Isaiah, is already making a name for himself as a quarterback on the Detroit Middle School Southfield Falcons youth team. Say that twice. Mm-hmm. A seventh grader at McCarthy Academy in Southfield already has received college attention, getting an offer on Tuesday from Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh. This is the youngest athlete to receive an offer from the University of Michigan. He won't be able to play high school football until 2021. Coach Wayman, what in the hell is going on at the U? Is this a big deal? Little deal? No deal?
This is no deal.
I mean, not really.
No deal. He just want to make Harbaugh just want to make a splash.
Yeah.
To get the attention that what was this kid offering scholarship to in the 7th grade?
Isaiah Marshall.
Because the kid doesn't grow anymore at that grade.
That's it.
Like Kim did the same thing to one of those kids.
Yeah.
This is it. I hate this.
Yeah, this is straight.
I hate this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think because what like Coach just said, what if the kid doesn't grow? What if the kid decides I hate football? Because the formative years of his life are coming up. The freshman year of high school, sophomore, he's about to go through different things. Like he might not even want to play football anymore.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Especially now, all this attention.
I think it's bad for the kid. I think it's bad for the kid. Too much attention in middle school.
Yeah.
And you look at a kid like Elena Deladon, who played women basketball.
Yeah.
She gets an offer in the 8th grade for Delaware, right? Mm-hmm. She ends up going to UConn. Mm-hmm. Quits the UConn basketball team the summer of her freshman year.
She didn't play.
So she goes to the University of Delaware, which is her hometown, plays volleyball there her freshman year, goes on to play basketball her sophomore year, National Player of the Year, took the Delaware team to the tournament, and now she's one of the best players in the WNBA. Mm-hmm. You can burn yourself out. And the record is, for if you guys want to know, is a 9-year-old kid was offered a scholarship from Nevada. So that is the record. I think the NCAA should not be allowed to offer kids scholarships into the 9th grade.
Was it like 3rd grade?
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's insane.
I get it. Like
3rd grade. Think about that.
I know we rank kids in this, 6th grade, 5th grade. I hate all that. I just think, man, let these kids enjoy the sport, enjoy their lives.
Yep.
Pick them up at high school. 9th grade. 9th grade when you start, start to be a business and pick up what you're going to do. Man. Before that, man, leave these kids alone.
Leave them alone, man. Let them be kids.
Yeah.
For sure. Until at least get into high school. And that's when the real shit happens.
Even though it still should be technical kids then, but at
least it's a little bit more of a situation where they kind of know where
they understand what you're right.
For sure. You guys ready to start with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown is a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're going to jump right into it real quick. We're talking NFL playoffs. We have the NFC Championship, AFC Championship, Rams versus Saints, Patriots versus Chiefs. I'm choosing the Rams over the Saints, and I'm choosing the Chiefs over the Patriots. Hey, Chiefs, double Gronk on third down. That's just my coaching tip for the day. Rams, Jared Goff, you're going to have to play a hell of a game. You're going to have to pick it up. But the running game has been excellent. Like I said, Rams versus Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Moving on to college football, there are a lot of quarterbacks that are going to be with a lot of new teams. We just read about Jalen Hurts going to Oklahoma. Justin Fields is going to Ohio State. How does this make you guys feel with these guys being able to move to and fro? I got a question, FSP. Is there a lack of wanting to compete for jobs for these younger quarterbacks, or do they just want to be handed jobs? Because when you've been a five-star quarterback for your entire career, someone else moves in that's a five-star quarterback. Typically, you will want to compete, or maybe the writing's on the wall. Is there still a lot of competition going on right now is what I'm asking. Moving on to the bum of the week. Look, hey man, we got to stop allowing Adrian Broner to get in front of a microphone. I think as a people, if we're gonna overcome tomorrow's MLK Day, I'm gonna say it right now. No one else interviewed Adrian Broner. I've never seen a man talk as much as him, then get his ass beat in every fight, and we still put a mic in front of him. Adrian Broner is the dude that loses at Madden and blames it on the computer and says Madden is cheating. And he's talking at the end of the match like he won the fight. Like we didn't see the fight. Like everyone turned their TVs off during the fight. I don't understand. Hey, you guys can chime in on that. Adrian Broner, hey man, I don't know. I hope you spent your money wisely. Maybe you got some soul food restaurants or some shrimp and grit spots or something. I don't know, but I think boxing's over for you, buddy. Adrian Broner, you're the bum of the week. Hey, I am the coach, Coach Brown. It is Rue, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Let's talk some championship Sunday talk, folks. Rams versus Saints. Coach Brown alluded to the fact that Jared Goff has to step up today. Looks like it. Where you guys going with this game?
I had Saints win.
I had the Rams winning just because I think the defense has to step up.
I told you quarterback wasn't going to step up. I had a problem with Jared Goff. He's not a good quarterback. And that's the reason why they would lose this game. This was because
if they lose.
If they lose this game.
If they win.
Yeah, I want to update.
Yeah, right.
2017 Saints.
306
left in the
third.
third.
How to putt.
Happy know how to putt. Yeah, I'm saying, I bet. How many touchdowns Jared Goff had?
1 touchdown, 1 interception. 162 yards, 17 for 27.
So what is Gurley and CJ Anderson doing?
Gurley, 3 attempts, 4 yards, 1 touchdown.
That's why they losing.
Yeah. What was you asking?
CJ Anderson.
CJ Anderson has 10 rushes for 37 yards.
So Tom Gurley's having a bad game, and
Jared Goff is through a pick.
And they only down by 3.
Yeah.
Dramatic
And inside New Orleans, we got a game.
Yeah.
So Chiefs versus Pats.
You're right.
Coach Brown said you have to get off the field on third down.
You have to get off the field on third down.
Grump
Yeah.
on third down. Give me a score for this game.
This is a tough game.
It's
The
tough.
score for this one, 28-27, Kansas City.
35-21 Chiefs.
35-21. So you think it's not going to have to be close?
No.
I'm going to go 28-24 Chiefs.
And I have 30-21 Patriots.
Damn.
Because he said last week, I said he, excuse me, listen. Weezy said last week that he believed in the Patriots the way that they came out, and then he just picked the Chiefs. Type of person he is.
I picked the Chiefs and the Rams last week.
Chiefs playing at home.
Yeah.
I like Chiefs.
I don't believe in Andy Reid.
This is the first game Tom Brady's division game, championship game. He's playing on the road.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a fair.
There's snow and stuff. He's used to that.
Right.
So he's used to that weather.
Yeah, but it's not at home.
It's true.
But in Tom Brady's defense, Belichick, he's gonna take away either Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
But he got to pick his poison.
Yeah. I think his poison will be Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, because he's going to beat
so
you
much
with the long ball.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going to beat you with the long ball. A lot of explosive plays.
Move right back to the transfer portal.
Y'all didn't want to speak on your... Oh, we spoke. Did we speak on AB already?
Yeah, we're going to end it. We're going to end it with that. Yeah, is there a lack of wanting to compete for jobs in college football?
It's a lot of dream selling and recruiting.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
So if you telling that kid, I don't worry about me, just come in, you're going to play as soon as you get
Yeah.
here, then the kid gets there. Now, mind you, you do have to compete. I totally understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But you told this kid he's going to play once he gets there.
Most
And
definitely.
then he gets there, he doesn't play.
It's just too many good schools now.
Yeah.
Too many good schools and too many spots when you compete in Elite 11 and you've been with these guys. So you know you're looking like, this dude's not better than me.
Right. Better than him.
Yeah, like, for example,
It's just a scheme.
Jake Fromm, Felipe Franks numbers, side by side. University of Georgia quarterback, University of Florida quarterback.
Right.
Felipe Franks' numbers, who are historically trash on this show,
Mm-hmm.
were better than Jake Fromm's.
Right.
There's something there that I think just the coaching staff bangs with Jake Fromm more than they bang with anybody else, including Justin Fields. So, but I'm telling you, they definitely told Justin Fields, hey, this is your team.
Yeah.
You're going to play.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that.
Yeah. And there's so many options available. Like
Sure.
we've been saying this for years, but
Yeah.
you don't have to go to
Nope.
certain schools just to be on TV.
Oh,
You have to go to certain schools just to make it to the NFL.
That's true.
So now it's like, all right, you told me I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna play. I'll go to Appalachian State or
Yeah,
wherever
right.
and
Yeah,
go
yeah.
and still put up numbers. You know, I'm cool.
The thing that I worry about is them just not taking their actual scholarship serious. And if they're able to transfer and play immediately the next year, I don't think they're giving themselves the full run.
Yeah.
You know, like they're like, well, if they're going to let me play next year, I'll just go to Oregon or I'll just go to UT. Or, you know, I need them to kind of, there's a risk to that. Like maybe you have to sit out a year, you know. And I think
that needs
these
to be
kids-
enforced a little bit better.
Yeah, they need to enforce that a little bit more. For sure, it's a lot lean.
I think a lot of this starts, though, before even they become college players because it's so much of, I'm at this high school, or I didn't like it. My sophomore year, I'm going to go to this high school. Or I didn't like it, I'm going to go to this school. A lot of these players, they just leave.
They just leave.
There's no such thing as staying and fighting it out no more.
Mhm.
They
Nah,
don't know what they're like, how they used to do that.
Or even one better. Oh, I'm too good to be playing for this team. I'm the only great player on this team. I'm wasting my time. I need to be seen more. I'm gonna go to this prep school.
Yep.
And
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I hate that whole prep school thing.
Last but not least, are we at Full Sport Press?
About billions.
Are we setting the mute AB movement? Are we behind that? We're behind that. So no more AB talk. All right.
He's got to win. He's got to win 2 fights convincingly.
Yeah.
Before we even bring him up.
Against some good talent.
Yeah. Convincingly.
Convincing.
Like you said, pre-production meeting. What's my guy name did the interview?
Jim Gray.
Jim
He
Gray.
handled it great.
Yeah, he did.
Before he even said it, before even say he said, now look, if we're not gonna do this interview professionally, we're not gonna do it
At all.
And he cut him off too because he kept talking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Shout out to Jim Gray. He kept his hands up.
He had to. He got to.
Yeah.
Jim Gray been here before.
Yeah, Jim Gray.
Yeah, he's been here before. He was there for when Mike was, he let his little kids and all that. He been down this road for.
Let's get started second half, though.
The second half is underway.
Second half, Full Sport Press, episode 254. Is right, cameraman? 254. It's the 2019 NBA All-Star Draft Show, FSP style. Where we start now, J.O.
It's boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What's poppin'?
This your man, Coach Locke.
And do a show every week, huh? Do a damn show every week. We ain't missed it.
One job.
You know what I'm saying?
One
People
job.
saying, I should have took out some Christmas, New Year.
Yeah. Got ring rust.
No, we didn't know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We here.
Yeah.
Y'all wanna have y'all wanna take a week off or something?
No, we get fired, Joe. Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question.
Come here.
They gonna ask fired.
Set him up.
This is a good Weezy's a bitch. Big move.
Dude spelled his name with a G name, Jeff.
No days off.
Weezy with
man.
3 E's.
Yeah. No days off.
Oh,
No days
man.
off.
Voting for the 2019 NBA All-Star Game officially closes on January the 21st. The winning starters, including the team captains, will drop on January 24th on TNT, while the reserves get their big reveal on January 31st, also on TNT. Luckily, here at the Full Sport Press Podcast, we don't have to wait to get the lowdown. We're here to do it. So this exercise will not be the actual teams. The best left for the player pool set in stone. We don't care about that. We care about the 12 players that will make the team from each conference who will be in Charlotte for the February 17th defense optional exhibition game. So what we'll kick it off with is the defense definitely optional. They tried to play a little bit more defense this last All-Star game.
Look, they start defense a little early.
For sure.
We'll see defense in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I'm telling you. I thought he was saying moving on. He was rolling his wrist. My bad, though. Okay, so.
Shout out to cameraman.
Eastern Conference. Let's kick it off, man, with our East captain. Who do you guys have? We'll go clockwise, Weezy. Who do you have as your East captain and why?
Kawhi Leonard.
Ooh.
Playing with a new team.
Okay.
Didn't play at all last year. Still, it's like he didn't miss a beat.
Okay.
That's why I'm going with Kawhi.
For sure. I like that. What about you, Jeff?
It should be Kawhi.
Okay.
It'd be Joel Embiid.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Cameraman, I was not expecting this.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Coach?
It should be Kawhi, but Kawhi doesn't talk. So it won't
Can
be
you imagine
him.
him picking the damn team?
Right. I don't want it to be Joel Embiid because he was last year, and he just does too much for me. So I'm going to go with Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
I also have Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think it's his year. He deserves a seat at the big kids table. He's done everything for him to get to start on this process. Bucks are the number one in the East. Raptors are second.
He has career highs in rebounds and assists.
Yeah.
So, it's only right.
And Coach Bud has him 5 out. Coach Bud has him playing Bud ball. Eric Bledsoe had 30 points last night. He was 12 for 14 from the field. Like, that's Bud ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just, like Coach said, he's averaging career highs in what, rebounds and assists? Come on, man. So, with the consensus, our captain is Giannis Antetokounmpo for the Eastern Conference. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's cool that everybody else has something else, for sure. Let's go with our backcourt starters. Now, this is person that plays in the backcourt, point guard, shooting guard. Just wanted to let everybody know this. It's either a point guard or a shooting guard. Right?
Confused.
Yeah,
It gets confusing.
It gets a little tricky.
It's rough.
It gets a little tricky. Weezy, your first backcourt starter.
Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
There we go. There's the flea flicker. There's the flea flicker I was talking about. Okay. All right.
We know East, right? We're doing the East.
We doing East? He's a point guard. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jeff?
This was the hardest choice
Really?
of the thing for me.
Okay.
Because in the East, it should be Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
It should be Kemba Walker.
I agree that he should be a starter.
It should be Kemba Walker.
Should be a starter, for sure.
But it's not going to be Kemba Walker.
Okay,
it
so
should be Kemba
it's
Walker.
2 selections. So
I'm going to say Kemba Walker just for the
Kemba
head
Walker,
but he's
okay.
not going to. I know he's not going to.
Okay. What about you, Go?
Kyrie Irving is going to be a back.
We got some feedback. I think it may be you. Okay. Good.
Kyrie's going to be a starter.
For sure.
He's going to be a starter.
Yeah.
He's played 41 games, maybe.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
He has a career high in rebounds and assists himself.
Yeah.
He's leading his Boston team.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Kyrie being a starter.
Yeah. I have also Kyrie Irving as a starter. He's averaging fewer points per game, but I think that's no surprise considering the fact that you have Gordon Hayward back. You have Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, a year older. Marcus Morris is playing some of the best basketball we've seen him play. So I think with the Celtics having more weapons at their disposal, I think his assist rates have increased. He had 18 dimes the other night, 11 last night. I think he belongs here. He's a starter at the point guard position. What do you got, Weezy?
My next one?
For your next backcourt.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to pick your Kyrie.
Yes, why we're going
Kyrie. Okay. All right.
This is a home pick.
Uh-oh.
Don't wait.
Farewell tour.
Can't go wrong with that.
Just like they did Kobe. Kobe started his last year. He didn't deserve to be a starter and all-star. This is my point exactly.
Yeah.
At least my boy is playing. He's averaging 14. I mean, these not great numbers, but this is farewell tour. Let him go out.
Kobe averaged 14 his last year when he was
Yeah,
gone.
17.
Yeah, that's a big
But he
difference.
wasn't playing.
He was playing. He played that year.
He toughed it out that year.
He didn't deserve to start, is what I'm saying.
For sure.
That's all I'm saying. Give my boy his farewell tour the right way. Let him go out, be a starter, all-star game, and go. I know it's not going to happen,
Right.
especially on
If it was based off
IFSP.
votes,
but votes, he has a chance.
Yeah.
And if we want to go into specifics with that, the 5 starters from each conference will be chosen by the fans, medians, and players.
Yeah.
Fans accounts for 50% of the vote. Current players and selected member medias account for 25% apiece. So
So it might send him out the right way. It just might happen.
just might.
And that was why I was saying about Kimber was like
Mm-hmm.
he should be there.
Mhm.
But
Kimber should start.
I don't
I
think
agree.
he's going to. He
Yeah.
should be there.
My next backcourt person is Kyle Lowry. Sure.
I see. Yeah.
He's second in assists in the entire NBA, fellas.
Yeah.
He is the person that gets the ball rolling in Toronto. Danny Green shooting out of his mind. He's never played with a point guard. He gets him out.
I can't say that. He played with Tony Parker.
Tony Parker is not a pass first point guard. Let's keep it a buck. He's not getting him in spots. What I'm saying is a pass first point guard to get you in. You know how vital that is to play with a point guard.
Kyle Lowry are very similar.
Not at all. They're two totally different players.
Yeah, but he would get him that spot. He would give him the ball in the corner right where he wanted it. That's why he got them corner
Why not
shots.
those corner threes in those
They're
championship
not the
runs?
same.
That's the system that ain't got shit to do with Tony Parker.
He ran the system.
Career, Tony Parker averaged 6 assists a game. He ain't never averaged 9.5 assists.
He hasn't. But I didn't say he was the same player. But
Yeah.
he did. Okay, so how did Danny Green make his living in San Antonio?
The system, the same person. Hey, you stand right here. We're gonna get you this ball, just like we got
Who had
Bruce
to get it
Bowen the
to him?
ball.
Robert Orr.
Yeah, man. Everybody in the 3.
So
They played the 3.
Deshaun
Percentage-
Elliott, Bruce Bowen, he was just a guy who
He was that guy.
I didn't they?
Yeah, and it's the system. So they plug in people to play in this, and Danny Green, was the last person to play in the corner 3. That's all he shot was corner 3s.
Yeah.
Here we go. But I get it though. But Kyle Lowry is so we have to pick. So because everybody has somebody different. You had D Wade.
So Kyrie's definitely one.
Kyrie's one.
Yeah.
Kyrie's in.
Yeah.
So we have to pick another. So we had 4 different people.
Yeah, because you said
I had Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
He had
Ben
Ben
Simmons.
Simmons.
Listen, I had Kimber.
Kimber.
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, for sure. Cameraman, even it out. Who we got? Who do you think?
Ben
Ben
Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
He going with me. He didn't know he was going with me. He didn't know that he
Which one was wild? Nobody picked Victor Oladipo.
Nah, but I mean, not as a starter.
Not as a starter, I did.
He's gonna. They third in the East.
I just had to mess with
Yeah, I
you.
know for sure. Let's move on to the East front court starters. The front court is somebody who plays a small forward position, we use the power forward position, or the center. Right? All right.
So one of these guys are already gone because we already got Giannis.
One of these guys
Right.
are already gone.
Yeah.
Exactly, for sure. So,
So we can say Giannis already.
Yeah,
He's already
I
said
mean,
Giannis.
yeah. So that would this would be Giannis right here for you, right? Since you
Right.
had Kawhi Leonard. So.
Right.
Right. So, yeah. What about you, Jeff?
The next person will be for me.
Yeah.
Would be cool. Will be Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jeff? I mean, Coach.
I had Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, Kawhi for sure. This was. Did you know that Kawhi has only been in 2 All-Star games?
Yeah.
This will be his 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane, man. But I think he's all the way back.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and then you got to think about it too. When he was becoming a player, we saw his
He's in
team was
the
still there.
That's true.
He's in
Mine
the
was
West.
still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
And
had
he
to fight
sat out
through.
a whole
Yeah,
year.
he had to fight through some stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure. But he's having a hell of a year.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
I think he's
Yes.
going to be in contention to win Defensive Player of the Year as usual, along with MVP for sure. So welcome back, Kawhi. He's all the way back.
Yeah.
I think it's the most he looked like comfortable on the offensive end I've seen.
Yeah.
This is the culmination of when he was turning that corner before he got hurt against Golden State.
Yep.
Yeah. And we've seen what Golden State was going to have to deal with in that series.
For sure.
Mhm.
All right, so Kawhi. And second person, Weezy. This will be somebody new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
person you got
Who you got right here?
that you hadn't seen.
Jimmy Butler.
Plays 2.
Really?
Yeah. He plays 2. He's not in front court.
He's listed in the front court for the All-Star.
No way.
Because that guards are what's it called?
No, he plays a 2.
He does play too, but they listen to his front
Front
court.
front court for the All-Star.
They did.
I did real research on this one.
Yeah.
That's why I put him on there.
Yeah.
He's
See,
listed as a
no
front
joke.
court
No
player?
joke.
They listed him as a front court player.
He plays a 2 though.
He does play the 2, but you know why? Because does he start the 2?
Yeah, who?
I don't think he started.
They started-
He started J.J. Redick.
Yeah. They had him at a 3.
Ben Simmons,
Yeah.
J.J. Redick,
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. Who's the 4th?
Sorry,
Nah, he gone.
not sorry, but the other.
What's his name? Hold on, I got you.
Because I put a
it
squad together.
Moscala?
It's
Yeah,
a
sound
squad.
right.
And then
They-
Joel
I
Embiid.
saw it. I was like, why is he? But
Yeah.
they definitely put him
He
right.
listed at the game. He's on there. NBA.com.
Mm-hmm.
5th rated front court
Sure,
guy.
who the hell is? Show ain't on my goddamn list. Well, he just is a reserve on
Yeah.
mine. But yeah, that's you should.
Chandler.
Wilson Chandler started the 4th.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Saw him before last game.
This position shit is fucked up.
Yeah. This is basketball.
I tell you, I was like,
You
so,
showed.
so now I got to.
So you guys had Jimmy Butler starting in the All Star game. Okay.
Nah, I didn't have to start.
I didn't have
Hey, who you got?
This is Kawhi for me.
Kawhi
So
for
it's Giannis, Kawhi, Joel Embiid.
For sure.
Same thing.
I got Joel Embiid
Yeah,
right
so
here.
we might well, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Joel.
Yeah.
This will be his second All Star game.
Yeah.
I think him averaging 27 points a game,
Mhm.
13 rebounds. He is picking up a pace where Ben Simmons doesn't have to rely so much on scoring because he's not going to.
Yeah.
We got to figure out the problem with Ben Simmons. Like, he has to find a way to at least shoot 16, 17-foot jump shots.
He
I
won't
need
even.
it.
He won't even do
He
it.
won't
though.
even do
The
it.
only way he's gonna do it is he has to get in the gym in the off season and shoot those shots.
He got
Because he's not gonna shoot them because he doesn't feel he's gonna make them.
Yeah, at all.
So he doesn't feel comfortable. So it's like I told you about it with James Harden. They're two different players. I'm not comparing the players,
Yeah.
but James Harden feels like he's gonna make those shots.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Yeah.
keep shooting.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons knows I'm not gonna make these shots,
Yeah.
so I'm
He's
not
gonna
gonna
waste
shoot.
my time.
Why am I gonna? I'm just gonna keep going to the right.
Yeah, I think just playing with Ben Simmons is both a gift and it's very constrictive to Joel Embiid. I think Jimmy Butler coming in kind of helps things out,
Spread the court.
spreads the court a little bit more. But listen,
What's
for
up?
them to be
Okay.
a contender in the East,
You
they ain't gonna have to, because they sagging off, and in turn, that's messing up Embiid's
clogging up the paint.
clogging up the paint for sure.
Okay, are we forgetting that it's only year 2 for Ben?
No.
Year 4 too.
It don't matter. Though.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm not. I'm not forgetting that because you got to know as a player what you need to work on.
Okay.
You have to know that.
Okay.
You're a superstar.
Well, of course. No, I'm agreeing. He needs. Yeah, we all. I think that's consistent.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I always say, if he had a jump shot, he'd be 99 on
Man,
on 2K.
on 2K.
You know what I mean? But it's just it is year 2. I think it will come, but
So you saying be patient?
I
A
want
little bit
to
more patient.
just a little bit. You know,
Okay, yeah, for sure.
How long do you think it should be before we see him shooting that shot consistently?
Year 4.
If by year 4, if we're still saying he still has a
It's 2
jump
more
shot,
years.
it's something. Is at that point it's a problem. Like it's like,
Yeah.
all right, you're not even working the game.
Yeah,
You
you're
know
not
what I
trying,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
But Joel Embiid is better protecting the ball. That's a
Yeah.
big deal. We'll talk about Ben Simmons a little bit more, I'm sure. Let's move on to the East backcourt reserves. Now, again, the backcourts are all guards, shooting guards, point guards, Weezy. Give me your first backcourt reserve.
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry, for all the good reasons. Like we said a little bit earlier, what about you, Jeff?
Victor Oladipo.
Like
VO.
that, VO, for sure. You want to talk about VO now? You want to talk about him a little bit later? Let's talk about him now. Yeah. Points are down.
Tapered off a little bit,
Yeah,
but
sure.
it's consistent
His
because
points
the
are
team
down.
got better.
His team is better,
Yeah.
for sure.
Everything else is up though.
Yeah, for sure.
Rebounds up.
Rebounds are up.
Assists up.
Assists are up.
You know.
Shooting 3-point percentage is down.
Mhm.
But if he didn't have that right knee injury,
Yeah.
I think it slowed things down.
Mhm.
But you have to look at the emergence of Domantas Sabonis. You also have to look at Miles Turner playing,
Yeah.
and you also have Tyreek Evans, who's a black hole. So.
Don't do
I mean, that's your
Tyreek.
man.
Don't do Tyreek in that kind of way.
I ain't never
I hate
played
that
Tyreek
Tyreek
Evans.
too. Nah, I ain't never liked Tyreek.
I thought that was your man.
Tyreek Evans is a solid pro.
He's a consummate pro.
don't give him that black hole, like come on,
Yeah,
man.
this guy.
That's not Ricky Davis out there.
I know who this guy is.
Who talk to me?
We'll talk to
OJ
him
Mayo.
later. Jameo's his guy.
my
That's
guy.
his guy.
He's my
Ooh.
guy. Yeah, OJ Mayo's my guy.
Hey, we gotta talk
He's still
about.
on
NBA
2K.
socks.
Oh,
NBA
we're gonna
socks.
talk about one of your guys in college too.
Yeah, but the thing that VO impacts the game is on defense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Floating, guarding the best player, perimeter players for
Mhm.
sure. So I also have Victor Oladipo as a backcourt reserve. What about you, Cole?
I have Ben Simmons,
Benjamin.
backcourt reserve.
Okay,
Okay.
for sure. Let's move right along to another backcourt reserve. Who's our second?
Victor Oladipo.
VO, for sure. Oh, what about you, Jeff?
Oh God, yeah, like another take.
Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin?
Jeremy Lin.
No, Jeremy Lamb.
Jeremy Lin.
No.
Look at his stat. Look at Jeremy Lin's stat. Look at Jeremy Lin, what Jeremy Lin is doing in Atlanta right now.
I see this look.
Jeremy Lin is going to be, he's not going to make the team.
Oh,
He's not going to make the team. Not at all. But he's going to get traded to trade deadline. And you're going to come back to what I said this, and you're going to say,
you
Wait
hate
a
Jeremy.
minute.
But why
I
should
hate
he?
Jeremy Lin.
But why
I
should he
hate
make the
Jeremy-
team,
So you
Jeff?
tell
But no, because look at his
You
points per
should have
game.
saved him for the wild card.
Right.
No. He's good enough to make it. And he got the votes enough to make it.
We talking about the same person?
Yes. Look at his votes.
The Asian.
Look at his
kid.
votes.
He played it hard, but
Look at his votes. And this is only for the fan vote, 20% media vote, 20% player vote. His fan votes. He's got more fan votes.
Yeah, he gonna have that.
But that ain't gonna
It's
get him.
insanity.
Yeah,
But,
But
I'm
still
saying,
insanity.
but he's backing it up for once. What I'm saying.
But over
His
now,
game. Yeah.
Bro.
He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make
I heard it, Joe.
it. Look at his
Jer-
stats.
I ain't gonna lie.
Look at his stats.
I
I see a
would
wild
never
card.
said.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
would
talk
never
about
thought you were gonna say Jeremy
Yeah.
Lin.
Okay.
Jeremy Lin, all right.
I got a wild card, but Jeremy Lin.
We'll get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get that.
This is what I had Kyle Lowry. For all
Yeah,
the reasons
Kyle
we've
Lowry.
already said.
I got Kemba Walker right here.
Really?
This will be his third All-Star selection. Yeah, it's cooled off a little bit after a crazy hot start. But he's he's crazy. 24, 4, 6. Partnering,
Hell,
yeah, with Tony Parker helps him
He
out.
don't know him.
He's really a two-guard, y'all, playing off
For
the
sure.
ball. And I think him playing with Tony Parker helps out. It alleviates some of the pressure of having a ball handling, getting people involved.
That's why
So-
they brought Tony. in.
Yeah, that's why they brought him in, for
Yeah.
sure. They limited, like Coach, like you said, personnel. They don't have enough personnel.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Jeremy Lamb was having a good year.
He's okay.
Yeah,
not
sure.
Jeremy Lin.
He's having a better year than Jeremy Lin, I'll tell you
Alright, man.
that. But,
I hope you never. I will say.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
it's like-
yeah, Kemba Walker is my guy there. Let's see. Now let's move on to the East front court reserves. Who you guys got here? This is a small forward, power forward center.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
we're
going center.
going center. Yeah, we.
Front court reserves.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
I am.
Bradley Beal.
He fucked up.
Really?
Too low.
Bradley Beal plays it too.
He definitely.
Oh, we talking about big guys.
Yeah, front court.
3,
Just
4,
say
5.
front
3,
court.
4, 5.
Keep your hand there. Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
Keep the party going.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin playing great.
Yeah.
Great.
It's a damn shame what they're doing in Detroit. But Blake
Yeah.
Griffin's having a great
Yeah,
year.
no, for sure. I think there was supposed to be this narrative about Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be done making all-star teams, doesn't defend.
I was a
Contract
part
is
of
trash.
that narrative.
For sure, you
I
said he
part
couldn't
of-
shoot.
Yeah, I part of that.
Shot maybe.
Yeah.
He missed at least 15 games
Yeah.
where he's playing.
He's playing great.
He's playing great. And Detroit, it's a damn shame that he didn't have people around him,
Damn
a point
shame.
guard,
Mhm.
and just players around him, for
Yeah.
sure. So I definitely have Blake Griffin as well. But-
I had Blake Griffin also.
okay, for sure. What about another front court person, Weezy?
Blake Griffin.
There we go.
Yeah, we
Blake Griffin.
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, we.
But it bounced back.
It's a toss up for me. This is kind of difficult. Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I got Jimmy
Yeah,
Butler on mine.
And so I did all that talking, and
Yeah.
it clearly says, what does that right there, Weezy?
Jimmy Griffin. He had him as a third.
I had him as a 30.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, damn, well, why wouldn't I have him up here?
Yeah.
He ain't
That's
no damn
exactly
star.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
exactly why. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
So this would be Jimmy Butler's fifth All-Star game. Yeah, he's helping out this team more than people realize. But I think it's a thing with Jimmy is going to get mad to the point where he's going to ruin this team as well. His third team in a matter of 2 years.
Jimmy, you the common denominator, man.
Exactly.
That's what it's starting to look
That's
like.
it.
now.
No, for sure. But he does help out with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, for sure. All right, so
We got one more.
we got one more. Yeah, it's sure it's 3. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's 3.
Yeah.
Last one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's 3 front courts.
Jeff, what you got?
Yeah, you got
Jason Tatum.
Got Jason Tatum right here.
It's a toss up between
Mm.
him and Jimmy Butler for me. So
Okay.
Jason Tatum.
I went on. I'm not gonna say I went on a limb right
Yeah,
now because the kid is playing.
Yeah.
Give me Nikola Vucevic
Yeah,
from Orlando.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
That's a good
averaging
pick, Cole.
Yeah.
That's a
Averaging
good pick,
20,
Cole.
12, and 3. All 3.8 says makes say 4. All
Mhm.
career highs.
Yeah.
No, Orlando is not really that
Not
good,
at all.
but he's playing though.
Yeah, for sure. 7, 20, and 12. I have him also
Hmm.
as my third front court player. He's the last of a dying breed to
Mhm.
play at a high level like this. Hard to overlook what he's doing on that Orlando team, and I think he makes it just on the strength of him averaging 20 and 12, even though it's on a very bad team.
Right.
So this was supposed to be the year that Aaron Gordon was supposed to step up, and he
Mhm.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
Let's move right along to our wild cards, man. We got 2 wild card picks. Weezy, It's any position. Anybody can go. It doesn't matter if you're a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center.
But I want Brad Bill on this one.
There you go.
There you go.
I think it's consistent.
Yeah. I
got Brad Bill.
You got Brad Bill?
Yeah.
For sure.
I didn't have Brad Bill. Mine is going to be thrown off because I had Dwayne Wade on there, of course.
Yeah.
But this is where I had VO.
Okay. That's your
For
wild
all the
card.
reasons that we spoke on earlier.
Okay.
Career highs and rebounds and assists. You know, so he's starting to come back from the injury, like you said,
Yeah.
get his groove. So I had VO right here.
I had Chris Middleton right here, the number 1 team in the East.
They got to get more than one player.
They have to get more than one. I think this is the time. If it doesn't happen this year, Jeff, it's not going to happen for Chris Middleton. Averaging 17.5. I think as far as a duo, him and Giannis, very, very underrated. And I also think that December really hurt his chances because he was averaging 22. And then December he went down to like 16.5. So just had a bad shooting month. But I think he's done enough to get him as a wild card in the East. What about another wild card, Weezy?
Eric Bledsoe.
EB, yeah, for sure. That's the second.
Big guard.
Big guard, yeah. Baby Bron is what they call him.
I don't know about that.
That's what they call him. Baby guard. Baby Bron.
Oh, wow. All right. So I had to toss up at this one
Mhm.
between Pascal
Siakam.
Siakam,
Mm-hmm.
because he's having a solid year for them,
Yeah.
and Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry, for sure.
Okay.
All right.
This is where I had Kemba Walker.
Okay.
You know,
Kimba.
Yeah.
Kemba, you know, he's playing, man. I hate to see Kemba, his years being wasted like this.
Yeah.
That's what it's looking like.
Will Charlotte resign him at the end of this year?
They probably will because,
They're going to have the most money.
yeah, and he's playing great. I hope they don't.
Yeah, he's going to New York.
Ooh, as long as I'm cool with that.
Hey,
I-
and we know what he does in.
Can
Madison Square Garden.
Detroit play him? Can Detroit play him?
Nah, they got Reggie. They've been trying to trade Reggie Jackson for
I
5
mean, that
years.
was the worst.
At this point, I just want Kimber
He still got 2
to
years.
get a bag. That's it.
Yeah,
I just want him
But
to get a
Kim's going to New York.
But could they afford him?
They can't. They got Blake. They got
They do have
Andre
Blake,
Drummond.
Andre Drummond. You're right. I'm forgetting all about Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond is
right
right.
about that.
Yeah. My wild card pick number 2 is Ben Simmons for all the things that we talked about. His numbers hadn't changed since his rookie year, but his numbers were great his rookie year.
Yeah.
So that's enough for him to sneak in on the number 14 in the East.
Right now.
Yeah. For sure.
Why you don't have Ben Simmons started?
I just don't think he's done enough with Kyle Lowry being the number 1 or your number 2 team in the East. I think with his assists, with him averaging 6.5 assists all the way to 9.5 second in the NBA, I think he's did more for his team.
So pretty much you're saying if John Wall wouldn't got hurt, Ben Simmons he wouldn't make the team.
I don't think Chris Middleton make this team if John Wall's playing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Brad Bill's not going to be. Speaking of snubs, let's kind of go through some snubs. Josh Richardson having a great year. I don't think he makes it. D'Angelo Russell's having a great year.
Yes, he is.
Spencer Dinwiddie's having a great year as well. Yeah, so
That's my
yeah,
anybody from Brooklyn.
yeah, man.
Anybody from
I don't think Brad Bill makes it.
Yeah, then that's
I don't
a
think so.
snub for sure.
Yeah. And Pascal Siakam is having a great year, but there's no way that they put 3 Toronto Raptors on them.
No.
Gotcha.
Not 3. He's hooping though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You got 3 sixes. They're not the number. Toronto's a high seed. Then when you go, you're gonna have 3 sixes.
Yeah.
you definitely gonna have 3 sixes.
Big names, though.
Big names.
Of course.
It's a big 3.
Of course.
It's a big 3 for sure. Let's move on to the Western Conference. I promised it'll go a little faster than it went with the East because we didn't know what the hell we were doing. Let's kick it off with the West captain. Who you guys got?
You go first?
Yeah, for sure.
James Harden.
Ooh.
Ah.
Why not?
Wow. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, there's a
Hey,
guy
let
in
me
LA.
tell you something. It's a dude that plays for the Los Angeles Lakers.
LeBron James.
Your guy.
Your
Yeah,
guy.
That's my guy.
Those are your guys.
That's why it's
Hey, boy.
surprising.
Hey, for real, you need to get you some Harden, some little Adidas Harden.
I was on the way.
Get your yeah, for sure. What about you, Jay? Who you
LeBron.
got? Yeah, LeBron James.
LeBron.
Yeah, let's kind of talk about it, man. This is apologies to Steph Curry, apologies to Kevin Durant, James Harden as well.
Yeah.
LeBron James is gonna dominate the fan vote regardless where he's at.
Of course.
This will be his 15th year.
I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
I base this off what I've seen.
That's true. Yeah,
I mean, the fan vote is we got to take it for what it is.
yeah.
From what I've seen.
Yeah, but putting him in that Los Angeles fan market,
Yeah, it's gonna be
it's
crazy.
unfair.
It's unfair.
Yeah, LeBron's LeBron.
To see which we didn't need to see it. We already knew what the team was going to do once he got hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
They went from two out,
Yeah.
2 games behind, something like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
To out.
And we know in the Western Conference,
Yeah,
all it takes is 2 or 3 losses in a row.
Yeah.
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 Followed him.
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty
You're
followed
hoping for the best.
Right.
Defense is optional for him this year. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Defense is very optional for
For
LeBron
Lakers
James.
or LeBron?
LeBron James. A little bit of both. But, yeah, LeBron James is easily the West cap.
He's been out for 4 weeks.
Yeah. Maybe.
Steph
still
Curry's
have
out
his-
2 weeks.
There's 2.
2.5, maybe 3.
He can play since Christmas.
Yeah.
We put him in the matrix.
For sure.
We did.
We put him in the matrix. That was the day after we recorded that saying.
And they
he
still haven't came out and said how long he's going to be out. They still
He'll be back next
Damn,
week.
it's right, Cole.
We put him in the matrix.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. He'll be back next week. He'll be back next week. Let's move on to the West backcourt stars. Weezy and it's the point guard, shooting guard. Who you guys? Starting with you.
You only have one because you already put one as a captain.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph Curry. There.
Consistency.
I think that's consensus. Would be
Yeah.
his 6th All-Star selection. Let's talk about it, y'all. Steph Curry's 2018-19 campaign is unfolding a lot like his 2015-16 assault on the NBA when he was the unanimous MVP.
Good old unanimous.
I think he's numbers don't lie. I think he's outdoing himself this year. For real. He's never shot the ball better. Shooting 45 from 3.
There's no like. Because I'm going to talk a hater. I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, for sure.
Steph Curry's going to go from the guy that everybody loves to everybody hates just because he's doing the same thing.
Nobody hates Steph.
They will.
Yeah,
He's going to keep winning
I don't
I
think
don't
it's
think that I hate it.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't done anything.
differently.
Not he's done anything differently. He's always been the good, clean guy.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about how he keeps winning. He's going to be coming to that Tom Brady like, man, I want somebody else to win.
Oh, that's already started.
That's
but
how I'm
but
saying.
they don't hate him,
Yeah,
though.
they're not
Nah,
gonna. They just gonna root against him.
Now, if this was LeBron doing this or Westbrook doing it, Jesus Christ.
Steph Curry for sure. I think we are underestimating how great of a year he's having because of the numbers, the gaudy numbers that James Harden is putting
And
up.
the team that Steph has around.
There you go.
But he's still
But
putting
he's-
numbers.
He's about
Like, for that team that they still have, the super duper team, I mean, he still averages what? Almost
30. No,
30?
ain't no average. It's 29.8.
And even KD
30.
still averages what?
30.
That's crazy.
Why is that crazy? How was it?
Because for them to play together and average that many points.
That's hard to do. Two
I
teammates averaging
I
30.
ain't no sucker at Joe.
No. I'm not calling you.
I'm talking about overlooking what they're doing.
No, I'm not saying that either. But I'm saying with the way the game is played right now,
Mhm.
with the defense, shoot first and the scoring up the way it is, that we're averaging 120 points a game nowadays, I don't think it's as hard as we think it is. With that type of talent they have. Those are two that, if you do the top 5 players in the league right now, 2 of the top 5 players in the league right now are on the same team. And a third one is in the top 10 when he gets himself back rolling.
okay. So
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, those 29 points and 30 points a game, it looks great. But what I'm saying is,
So you're saying like if you took James Harden and put him on the team and took Steph off there, still do it?
hell,
Okay.
He ain't gonna be as efficient as dude.
not as efficient, but he'll still have it. KD still have 30, James will have 35, DeMarcus will have 19, Draymond will have 9, Clay will have 22.
And the best thing that's gonna happen when KD leaves at the end of this year, Steph will have the team back, and they'll substitute him, maybe Otto Porter. Steph will average 35 points a game.
And they'll still have DeMarcus Cousins.
Nah, he's going to that.
Steph is about to fall in the same category as LeBron as far as he's putting up these numbers so effortlessly, I guess you could say.
No, he makes it look.
Yeah, we're looking at it. It's
God,
like,
let's move
it's,
on.
it's like, oh, it's just another year. Like the stuff LeBron does.
Yeah.
We got so used to see him averaging the 26
Yeah.
7s and 7s. It's like whenever he has 23 and 7, it's like he had a bad game.
Right.
So Steph is about to be in that same situation because he's doing it so consistently.
And Stafford.
Oh,
Here we go.
Let's pick another
Don't
West.
say that over damn ball,
Let's pick another West backcourt guard. James Harden. Right?
Yeah.
I pick James Harden.
We talked enough about James Harden. Do we need to go? And this will be his 7th All-Star selection.
No, we good.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, let's move right along to the West front court starters.
So one is already LeBron because he's the captain.
For
There you
us,
go.
Yeah.
he should have 3.
That's not 3.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Paul George.
Okay. First, kicking it off with Paul George.
Paul
You kicking
George.
it off with Paul George?
Paul George.
Okay. Shit. What?
I'm keying off of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, me too. Shit. This will be his 10th All-Star selection. I think dramatic aside with KD, he's having a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing that I worry about with him is assist or
Yeah.
his defense is down a little bit, but I think the team's defense has decreased a little bit.
It has.
His 3-point percentages went down as well, but I think it's just because he's getting the ball in different spots.
And he shot a little more when Steph wasn't there. So
Yeah,
he,
for sure.
he-
And he's shooting 38%. It's not like he's shooting 24.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But KD is having
All right.
himself a year, and you got to also think DeMarcus Cousins is here. He's back,
Mhm.
return to book.
Yeah.
Yeah, resurgence.
So his percentage is going to start to go back up.
It'll go.
Yeah, more efficient.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. Move right along to our second front court star.
LeBron James.
Yeah. What about you?
This is my Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Okay.
Anthony Davis. All career highs.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything. Points, assists, rebounds. I still think he's going to be out of there.
Yeah.
He's going to be a Pelican next year.
I agree with that.
But the kid is just 29, 13, and 4.
It's crazy.
I mean,
It's crazy.
he's one of the best in the league.
Nah, big deal, man.
Yeah,
Huge
big deal.
deal, to say the least. This will be his 6th All-Star game. I had Anthony Davis as well. So let's, Weezy, you got one more.
AD.
Anthony Davis,
Yeah.
for sure. Most definitely. Let's go on to the West backcourt reserves, okay?
Now, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Now, last week,
Oh, yeah.
you had a fit that Paul George should be MVP.
I did, yeah.
So why you don't have him start?
Because he's not having a better. He's not.
I just want to know.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's a really good
I
question.
like that, Weezy.
And Anthony Davis, historically, is just having a better year than him. It's a career year for him. James Harden is having the year of his
Life.
35. He's going to average 35 this year. Easy. And, of course, LeBron James, man. So there's no way that I could put him in front of them two.
Right.
But as far as MVP, I think, yeah, for sure. Him and Steph Curry. My MVP.
Gotcha.
We'll talk about. All right, let's move on to the West backcourt reserves, man. Who we got, man? Not Jeff. Weezy, you can go first.
My backcourt reserve? Russell Westbrook.
We'll start there. What about you, Jeff? Start with Russ?
Yeah.
We can start with Russ.
Yeah.
All right. So this will be his 8th All-Star selection.
Still averaging triple doubles.
Still having a triple-double, for sure.
It's crazy.
41% from the field. 24 from 3.
He needs to stay off the threes.
Yeah.
He needs to stay out, though.
Stay off the threes.
He shoot
Assist
less
up,
of it. He shoot less
Yeah,
of it.
it's the most he's shot.
Yeah, he should.
Assists up, though.
Sister up.
Sister up. No, he's playing. Defense is better.
Yeah.
Career year in defense.
Yeah.
I think his usage rate has dropped to his lowest since 2009, 2010 because he realizes
Yes,
that Paul George is there.
And Dennis Schroeder.
Schroeder's playing.
Schroeder.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Yeah,
There's
Paul
more
George is
Paul
Schroeder.
George.
But Schroeder as well.
Yeah, but seeing touches to Paul George is the biggest factor of his usage rate going there.
Yeah, but
Sure.
moving him off the ball when Schroeder's in the game, he and Schroeder plays as well
Yeah,
at the
for
same
sure.
time. Helps.
Yeah.
And he's working his way back into shape. He missed a lot of games beginning of the season.
And he's finishing around the rim a lot better than he
Woo.
usually does. So,
Ooh.
is that pause?
Nah, that's just you just
Oh,
watch him dunk on people. It's
Yeah,
great.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
He doesn't make it look.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good.
My bad.
No, he definitely doesn't.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of effort behind what Russ did.
Yeah. Most definitely. What about you, Weez? Let's move on to another backcourt reserve.
Derrick Rose.
I'm not mad at that.
I like
I'm
that.
not mad at
I like you stepping out
I'm
on
not
the
mad
damn
at that.
rim.
I'm not mad at you for that.
Yeah, for sure. There we go. 19-4
Yeah.
off the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, D-Rose.
Yeah.
Worked his ass off of this.
Yeah.
He did. Damn it.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeff?
I wanted to say Derrick Rose, but you just can't. It's Clay.
You got Clay.
Mm.
Wow.
They're gonna keep at least 3 or 4 of those guys.
Really?
No matter what.
Mm.
Wow. I don't think, who you got right here?
I thought this would be the year where they would only get 2. I mean, 2.
Yeah.
I have Damian Lillard right here.
Yeah, I got Jimmy.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not having any career highs or anything like that, but they're just playing better. What are they, 3rd?
Yeah, he had a career high in scoring, though. He's having 26.
I thought he averaged. His career, I thought he averaged more than that 1 year. But so I had Damian Lillard. They're playing great.
Yeah.
So that's why he's my reserve.
Yeah, I hate Dame Lillard, but I have him
Hey.
right here for his 4th All-Star selection. He cries about not being an All-Star. It's his 4th All-Star selection.
Yeah.
So he had to fight for his reserve last year. He won't have to do that this year. Team's bad, but and he didn't make the team better. But he is an all-star for sure.
All right.
Are we moving on to the front court reserves?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Who we got right here? Weezy.
Luka Doncic.
My guy. We're gonna talk about
I mean, he's a rookie,
yeah.
but he's putting up numbers.
Yeah.
Can we argue with that?
No, you can't argue what he's doing. Not
No, you
really.
can't.
No. What about you, Jeff?
He can argue with it.
Anthony Davis.
You got Anthony
This
Davis.
is Anthony Davis.
Okay, okay.
Got here Paul,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, LeBron James stars.
There
Okay.
you go.
That makes sense.
Okay.
What about you?
I had Luka right here.
Yeah, Luka right here.
Yeah, he'll be rookie of the year.
Yeah.
As, just Luka, man, he's fun to watch.
Talk that talk.
You know, whatever you need him to do, he can do it.
Agreed.
You need to hit the three,
Yeah.
hit the three. He can get to the rack, get to the rack.
Mhm.
You need to dime, make the right pass, he makes the right pass.
Mhm.
So that's going to be your rookie year, by the way, too.
Luka the Don. Luka the Don.
Yeah.
Look at
There you
that.
go.
I have Paul George right here.
Okay.
It's the 8th All-Star selection for all the reasons that we talked about. Him playing both sides, offense and defense. He's going to be he's the leader for Defensive Player of the Year. These last 2 games have been a little sketchy for my boy Paul George, my guy. So I definitely have him as a reserve, though. Let's get another one in, man.
I can't say his name.
Nikola Jokic.
There it is.
Joker.
There it is.
Yeah.
Joker.
There it is. I was going to say the guy from the
Is
different
that,
nuggets.
is a consensus?
He is one of mine, but not at this part.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Luka.
Luka.
Oh!
Okay.
I said I'm gonna be All-Star last week. I said that last week.
Yeah.
Even though Jay called me out and said I was being full of crap. I said.
What about you, Coach?
I had the Joker right here, man. You know, he's has a career high in his points, a career high in assists, which he's leading all centers in assists
Sure.
per game. Of course, he's averaging 10 rebounds. And my boy, he's playing with my boy Jamal Murray.
Yeah, for sure.
They're playing great.
Yeah, James Harden dropped him.
He did drop
Touch
him.
flow.
Touch his low. He did, but that's all right.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does
you
happen.
know? So I want the Joker right.
I got Joker getting his first All-Star bid. Should have got it last year.
Yeah.
He's only averaging 15 shots a game.
It's efficient.
I think he needs to shoot more.
Yeah.
He had a game where he was 0 for 1.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing on shooting one time and you're an All-Star? We need you to shoot. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Shoot the damn ball. His defense has improved. He's the best passing big man I've ever seen. And if you're in the business of building an MVP and building a team around a big, Nikola Jokic,
He's your guy.
He's your guy.
do it.
Most definitely. What about a third?
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. It's not bad. It's not bad. Got that Utah team playing.
It's
For
time
sure.
for him to get in there.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Nikola Jokic.
Got Jokic.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Coach?
This is why I had PG.
PG right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I got Cat right here, man. 22 and 12, second All-Star. Cat is he's been a new player since Jimmy Butler left town. His usage rate has jumped up. The only thing I need to worry about with him is he has to play on the other side of the ball. If he can play a little bit more defense. He's an offensive talent. That's no question.
Yeah.
But Karl Anthony Towns is an all-star. And him at 22 for 12, dog. Like, there's no question. He's a top 10 player in his position.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Top
Yeah.
10 player in his position. Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Maybe top 5. He just doesn't play defense.
Yeah.
We need him to play defense.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between him and Anthony Davis. For sure, he plays defense.
Calipari came out and said Jimmy Butler was bullying.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see
Yeah,
that.
I
He
see
took
that.
his girl.
Come on.
Yeah, for sure.
Memphis to you, girl.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, Calipari. You can't say that's grown ass.
Yeah, that's grown ass man.
All right. Come on, now. I get bullied. Come on, man.
Let's get into some wild cards, fellas. Weezy.
Kyle Kuzma.
Okay.
It's wild card.
Yeah.
Wild card. Wow.
It's wild.
Wow. Wow.
Wild boy.
That's a wild
Well,
boy.
I always want to say Kyle Kuzma because in the absence of LeBron, it should have been Brandon Ingram stepping up, but it's been
It
Kyle
has been
Kuzma.
lately, though. It has been
He
lately.
didn't do that last
Kuzma.
night.
Brandon Ingram had a hell of a second half last
Who's
night.
had 20 in the first quarter?
And Houston came back from that, too.
That
And
has to do with defense.
and
though.
Brandon
They
Ingram
got to-
sustained it last night.
Brandon Ingram is the most disappointing player in the NBA.
It's good.
I'm telling you,
Better
man.
days soon come for
I'm
Brandon
telling
Ingram.
you.
So,
Yeah.
Also,
That LeBron James spotlight is real now.
it is.
That's
True.
true.
It puts a spotlight on you.
Yeah.
It
I
allows
agree
people
with
to
that.
really
I
to
agree
pick
with
your game apart.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a wild card?
D Rose.
D-Rose.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, D Rose.
Okay.
Great resurgence. And I
Yeah.
just hope he keeps it up.
Okay. What's up, Coop?
DeMar DeRozan,
Ooh.
Spurs. career high in assists, career high in rebounds. He's averaging 21.7. He stepped in that new system and he's playing well. It's just unfortunate that he's in the West now.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a spot for him to get.
Yeah. I think DeMar DeRozan is my wild card.
Yeah.
He has the Spurs playing at a high level.
Yeah.
The only thing I worry about with him, I think he's trying to get so many people involved. It's taken away from his actual attempts, which in turn, that's why he's only averaging 21 points a game. But 6 rebounds, 6 assists. I think he needs to focus on scoring a little bit more in certain spots.
Okay.
But that is the system that they play in San Antonio. They
Right.
don't have a point guard.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray tore his ACL. So who I was thinking was going to have the breakout year in 2019,
They
2018.
were too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They were banking on
too.
that.
Yeah, for sure. But he'd been a little bit more aggressive. It would make more sense. But if he gets shunned, it makes sense to me. What about another wild card? Weezy in the last spot.
Big cat.
Big Cat, for sure. What about you?
Steven Bartholomew Adams.
Find a way to get
That's my guy. He's got to get it one of these years, Paul.
Yeah.
One of these years, he's going to be an all-star.
It won't happen. Young Russ stealing rebounds. I think
Russ
Russ like
got
8
him-
rebounds, dog. He's 7-1.
His points are up.
Yeah,
Usage rate is up.
for sure.
Minutes are up.
Yeah.
He's having a great year.
And I seen, man, who's that? Somebody smoked him last night.
Yeah.
Who that smoked him last night? They should not have smoked him, dog. I was like, damn, he getting cooked. Steven Adams was getting cooked.
He was tired out there. He was
Man, I
tired.
hope
He was
so.
tired.
I hope so. Defense is down. What about you, Coach? What you got right here?
This is why I had Derrick Rose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wild card.
My wild card is Draymond Green, man. 7.7 rebounds, 7 assists. That doesn't take into account what he does for that team. I think this is the one where they're not eye-popping. He said it himself, like, my Boogie coming in, my points are going to go down. Everything's going to go down. But what I bring to this team is nothing like anybody else.
Show on the stats.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't show up for sure. Heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors. Best team in the West. They have to have more than 2, and they'll get 3.
Yeah.
And it's between Clay and Draymond, so
Yeah.
I want Draymond. My biggest snub, man. Let's get to it. We got snubs.
I had Cat as a snub.
Cat is a snub.
Yeah.
I got Drew Holiday as a snub. Man, I was kicking. I don't have Luka Doncic on an All-Star team this year, mainly due to the fact they 20 and 25, 7 and 19, 8. I just think that at the front court position, Cat is having a better year. Let's keep it above. Cat is having a better year, and also Nikola Jokic. I just don't see how they can put him in. He maybe will
Fans
slide
gonna
in as a
get him
wild card. But it's
His
still,
fan vote is going to be so.
Yeah.
His 50% is going to be
Yeah.
so high.
Yeah.
Because he's second in the West, right?
he's second in the West, but you also it's 25% in coaches,
Yeah. And
and then the players.
media loves him.
And the media
Coaches-
loves him.
media loves him.
Loves him.
Yeah, so,
So-
that's going to help him too.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's a media darling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but I just don't think he makes it. Drew Holiday is also another big snub for me.
I had Drew Holiday.
I got 2. I got the Spurs, DeMar DeRozan,
DeMar DeRozan.
and LaMarcus Aldridge.
And nobody mentioned Donovan Mitchell, the Utah Jazz.
That was my next.
Yeah.
Snubs.
Yeah, Spiders.
But he's not grabbing attention as he did last
For
year.
sure.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
the second year.
He started slow.
Yeah.
It's a slow start, but he's playing right now.
Yeah.
I think him and Gobert get left off this year. Yeah. No Utah Jazz. That's straight.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. We
Yeah.
picked the team.
Yeah, we did it.
Cameron, you want to scream out the teams? Nope. All right. Another in the book. You know what next week is, fellas? It is our 5-year anniversary of Full Sport Press. Got to figure out what's going on. Might be some surprises.
Yeah.
That's 5 years in the game.
5
dog.
years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
To the day.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
My bad.
Come on, Deontay.
To
That's
this
another one talking too much this week today.
He's sitting in the
He
stand.
might want
Nah. He didn't win that.
that. Yeah, man.
They gave him that.
Got to figure out, Cameron, what we doing for this 5-year joint, man?
He said nothing. To this day.
He said, oh, you don't have nothing. Yeah.
I'm getting
Okay.
it.
5 years.
I'm working on
Figure it
something.
out.
I'm working on something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to tell a blooper for 5 years? You know anything off the top of your head?
Well, who?
There's plenty of bloopers.
Blooper.
You got anything off the top of your head?
Oh, you talking about Coach?
I'm just asking.
Oh, yeah. Nah, I could not. That day, and I say his name all the time. I was just, I was like, dang.
There's been a lot of bloopers, dog. We all have them.
We all
For
got
sure. It's including the cameraman.
You remember we used to, off the computer and it used to take me 20 minutes to open.
I'd be mad as hell. Sure.
Hey, man.
Sure.
Woo! That computer stats some battles.
For sure. I remember you lost it too on the show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nah.
I lost so many.
I know.
You had me thinking, what?
right, man. Switch with your questions.
Yeah, I know. We held y'all on, man. Tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Man, about that Full Sport Press podcast. Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby.
Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
Coach Lott.
Get a drummer song.
Man, the revolution will be podcasting. Cameraman, we out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.